afternoon. It's Friday. It's about 2 o'clock-ish. Welcome to my workshop. I've just finished work. I've been working in Birmingham city centre, so I thought, come on, I had to do a bit of shopping because I'm going away to Blackpool tomorrow, so I get some beer in, a few other bits and dabs. So I thought, I'll come home. It's a lovely day. The shed's nice and warm. I'll do a couple of things up, or start doing a couple of things up anyway. And I've decided to do these two little bits up because a few people wanted to see them and it was a bit of interest. The surf form, or the Stanley shaper, I'm going to do that up, but I'm going to paint that. I did say before that there's, I think it's putty or something in there, but I've got a feeling the wire brush will take that out. I'm going to replace the wire brush with a tatty old one because these are quite sharp and they'll make mincemeat out of that wire brush, to be fair. I'll try and polish up the handle as best I can, and obviously a general clean and a paint. I'm not going to go too mad on smoothing this head, but I'm going to try and get it smooth. And the forged spanner, there's no name other than Ford on it that I can actually see. So basically that's a wire wheel. Take it apart, lubricate, and just get it workable, really. I mean, it does move. It's quite stiff, but it does move. But that'll be fine. And I think this is for somebody said the drain plug for the oil. So it makes sense, doesn't it? It's an interesting shape anyway. I'll just try and tidy that up a little bit. Tidy the seam up a little bit, but it's made like this and I just want to get it usable. So let us begin. We'll begin by removing the parts, and there's usually 4 parts, isn't there? There's the upper jaw, which is movable, the lower jaw, which is part of the main body, a turn screw, and usually a spring, perhaps even a washer on some makes. It all varies, doesn't it? It is quite stiff. You can see the rust in there. That's getting a bit easier. Oh, still not coming out. It's a lovely day today, to be fair. I should be outside, really. And there you go. Yeah, that's why it was so stiff. Look at that rust. And inside there, needs a good clean out, doesn't it? So this should, in theory, pop out. And indeed, it does. And there's the tiny spring as well. So leave them together like so. Yeah, natulish. And all I'm going to do now is get this on the one wheel. Let's see how it comes up. Okay, I've cleaned the blade up and it's come up pretty nice, to be fair. I mean, that is nice, I must admit. A lot better than I thought. Looks pretty clean. There's just a little bit of wire stuck in there, but that'll come out. I'm quite pleased with that. It looks almost brand new, to be fair. That does. Okay, so I'll remove the blade and we can get on with the body now. The blade is removed via this screw. It's at the front of the surf form, and it holds on a little clamp there which moves backwards and forwards and allows you to release this blade from this little pivot, or spigot I should say there. So let's hope it works. Oh yes, it does. That should just now slide rearwards. Will it or not? There you go, which in turn allows me to remove that. It's a simple fastening device, really. Fixed spigot, movable spigot, tightening screw, lift it off. Easy. Could do with a little bit of a clean inside. Some muck and a bit of rust, so I'll do that. What I'm going to do now is completely remove this screw, like so. Pop that there in a clean, dry, safe place, and then press down on that, and out it pops. Remember, spigot up, slides backwards and forwards. I can now remove the handle by means of this screw just there, which obviously locates into there, and the other spigot is located at this end as well. Okay, bigger screwdriver. Give me 2 seconds. There you go. Yeah, they're easy to clean up anyway. So basically, one screwdriver, and you've split it down. One flat bladed, you've split the whole tool down to nothing, into its component parts. Little washer in there. Pop that out. And that goes with that screw. And hopefully actually that spigot is totally fixed to the case, so we're happy with that. And that just pops out. That's interesting. Very, very simple and ingenious. I like it. So there's the component parts there. That is it. So you got 4 on that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on that, including 2 screws. So it's quite a simple process. Nothing to be worried about at all. Okay, let's move on. So let's see where we are. We've got this little baby. Cleaned. I've cleaned that. All I've done with this is wiped it through with some sandpaper. This can now be lubricated and reassembled. All I'm going to do with that is put on a little bit of grease, basically, just to keep it nice and fresh. Right, 3-in-1 is on. Let's get this. That pops back in along with the spring. Should be a bit easier than that. There you go, look. Nice and easy. I'm going to give it a wipe down in a second anyway. That slots in there. Oh man, and that is hell of a lot easier. Hell of a lot easier. That is just fantastic. It will be a bit dirty to begin with. I'll give it a quick wipe. Does it fit flush completely? Look at that. That's a little beauty. Just get a bit of rag, give it a quick wipe just so it leaves a nice sheen on it. And there you go. 1 times a usable spanner Ford for the use of. That's so smooth now. Feels lovely. Well, there's the spanner done. Let's concentrate on that little baby now. I've primed the body. I have to first clean it, obviously, with a wire brush, etc. Clean the lugs and the screws and the washer. All I've got to do now is clean the handle, spray paint the main body, and we're ready to reassemble. We're now ready to reassemble. I've already put in the sliding part with the countersunk screw at the front, so it gives us some play. I'm going to pop the handle back on. So you take the washer, which I'd lost there for a second, pop that over the hole, get the screw, pop that in. Whoops, I popped a little bit of grease on there, so it should go in quite easily, and that locks the handle on. The handle's been cleaned, so all we need to do now is make sure that's tight, is put the blade on the fixed spigot, making sure it's the right way around on like that, like so. The blade, the sharp bits must be pointing forward, obviously. That fits into the spigot at the front. You then screw, pulling the bracket towards the front, tightening the blade. And there we have a sort of newish looking surf form. And there's the Ford spanner. So we've done 2 tools up. Okay, we've used a screwdriver, fair enough. I did have to use my homemade scraper type affair because there's like a varnish type material on the surf form. And of course my trusty blades, brushes. Great set, bought off Amazon. They come with a variety of brushes, nylon and steel, copper. Excellent bit of kit. And I use this to clean out the inside of the surf form. So there you go. I don't know, what do you think? Looks okay, I think. Is it usable? Well, I'll find out. But I think that's now going to be a usable tool, and it looks a bit better than it did before. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here in my workshop with me. It's a lovely day outside. I'm now going to have a shower and have a beer. Press the old like button. Subscribe if you're not a subscriber, please. And above all else, comment. Does it look okay? What's it used for? Does the spanner look all right? Do you know any information about it? Any information at all is always good, believe me. It's perfect. So thanks for coming, and I'll see you. Have a great weekend. Bye bye. Oh, and just to let you know, this is the, oh jeez, the Britool set that I got a few weeks ago. I've got rid of all the rubbish out of it, and that's what we've got left. Every single piece is present. There's even an extra, that little bit there is an extra sort of adjuster, converter I should say. So what I aim to do with this is paint, clean and paint the inside, and leave the outside like that, man. I'm just going to clean it, that's all. I ain't going to go crazy on that, I really ain't. And there you have it. So that will be a future video, and there's present day video. Thank you.